Hi, and welcome back to Talk English Now. I'm Sarah, and today we're going to talk about 1 hour of daily life English conversation practice. Let's begin by thinking about something simple, your daily routine. When you wake up in the morning, how do you speak about it in English? You might say, I wake up at 7 a.m., or I brush my teeth and take a shower. These are very normal, simple actions. But when you say them every day in English, they help you feel more comfortable using the language. The goal of today's practice is to help you feel confident speaking English in your everyday life, with simple words, useful sentences, and lots of practice. Let's imagine a conversation you might have in the morning. You wake up and say, "Good morning. How did you sleep?" Maybe you're talking to a friend, or even just thinking out loud. Your friend replies, "I slept well, thank you. What about you?" You answer, "I was a bit tired, but I feel better now." This kind of conversation may seem small, but it helps you build confidence every day. Here's a short practice. Think about your own morning. Now repeat after me slowly. I wake up early every morning. I wash my face and brush my teeth. I make a cup of tea or coffee. I eat breakfast with my family. Then I get ready for work or school. Try to say these sentences again, but in your own words. Maybe change tea to coffee or family to alone. This kind of small change helps your brain practice creating natural sentences. Now, let's move into a short conversation practice. I'll say something, then you answer. Ready? I'll ask, "What time do you wake up in the morning?" Pause now and answer in your own words. Now I'll ask, "What do you usually eat for breakfast?" Again, pause and speak. You can say something simple, like, "I usually eat toast and eggs," or "I drink juice and eat cereal." The important thing is to practice answering every day. Let's continue with another part of daily life, going outside. Maybe you go to work, school, or the grocery store. How do you talk about that? You might say, "I go to work at 9 a.m., or "I take the bus to school." These actions are very common, so learning the right verbs is helpful. For example, go, take, ride, walk, drive. These are all action words we use daily. Here's a short paragraph practice. Repeat after me. Every morning, I walk to the bus stop. I wait for the bus. It usually comes on time. I ride the bus for 20 minutes. Then I get off and walk to my office. Now, try to change the verbs based on your own life. Maybe you drive instead of taking the bus, or maybe you walk the whole way. Try to say it again in your own version. A helpful tip here is to speak aloud, even if you're alone. Shadowing is a great technique. Shadowing means listening to a sentence and repeating it right after, not just in your mind, but with your voice. This builds confidence, pronunciation, and speaking speed over time. You can do this every day with short clips or with this video. Just follow along and copy my voice. Let's try shadowing now. I will say each sentence, then pause. You repeat after me. Today is a busy day. I have many things to do. First, I will go shopping. Then, I will meet my friend for lunch. After that, I need to clean my room. Great. Now try again. But this time, say the full paragraph smoothly, without stopping. You might be wondering, what if I make a mistake? That's okay. Making mistakes is part of learning. Instead of stopping, just correct yourself gently. For example, if you say, I go to the store, and you realize it's wrong, say the correct version right after. Oh, I went to the store. This small fix helps you improve naturally and builds your grammar. Awareness. Speaking of grammar, let's talk about common mistakes. One very common one is mixing up present and past tense. For example, people say, I ate dinner yesterday, instead of, I ate dinner yesterday. The verb eat becomes ate in past tense. So remember, present tense, I eat now. Past tense, I ate yesterday. It's helpful to practice these small changes through daily examples. Let's try a short practice with present and past tense. I'll say a sentence, and you change it to the past. Ready? I walk to school. Now, say the past version. I walk to school. Here's another one. I drink coffee every morning. Now, change it. I drank coffee this morning. Good. Try to do this often, with your own daily activities. Now, let's focus on polite conversation. When you meet someone, what do you say? You can start with, Hi, how are you? Or, Nice to see you. Then, depending on the situation, you can say something like, How was your weekend? Or, What did you do today? These are great questions to practice, and they help you feel more comfortable in real conversations. Let's practice with a short scene. Imagine you see your friend at work. You say, Hi, good morning. They say, Morning. How are you? You reply, I'm doing well, thanks. How about you? Your friend says, I'm good. Just a little tired. Then you say, Yeah, me too. Mondays are always hard. This kind of small talk builds fluency. It's easy and helpful. Now, try this practice with me. Repeat these sentences one by one. Hi, good. Morning. How are you today? I'm doing great. Thanks. It's nice to see you again. Did you do anything fun this weekend? Excellent. These phrases are friendly and simple. Try using them often, even if just in practice. A good way to remember new words is to use them in context. For example, if you learn the Farian word tired, try to use it in different situations. I'm tired after work. I felt tired this morning. Are you tired today? Using the same word in different ways helps your brain remember it better. Let's do a vocabulary practice now. I'll give you a word and a few sentences using it. Repeat after me. The word is hungry. I'm hungry now. Let's eat something. Are you hungry too? She was hungry after school. Great. Try another word. Busy. I'm very busy today. He has a busy schedule. We were busy all week. Perfect. You're doing great. So far, remember, learning English is not about being perfect. It's about showing up every day, practicing a little at a time, and feeling more comfortable using the language. Don't worry about speed. Go slowly, repeat often, and speak out loud, even if you're just talking to yourself. Let's continue. With a fun dialogue. Imagine you are in a coffee shop. I'll play both people in the conversation, and then we'll practice together. Hi, can I help you? Yes, I'd like a cup of coffee, please. Sure. What size? A medium, please. Would you like anything else? Yes, a muffin too, please. Okay, that will be $5. Here you go. Thank you. Enjoy your coffee. Thanks. Now you try repeating each line, like a role play. Let's practice that coffee shop conversation. One more time, together. This time, you repeat each sentence right after me. Hi, can I help you? Yes, I'd like a cup of coffee, please. Sure. What size? A medium, please. Would you like anything else? Yes, a muffin too, please. Okay, that will be $5. Here you go. Thank you. Enjoy your coffee. Thanks. Very good. If you can say these simple conversations smoothly, it will help you feel ready when you're really in a situation like this. Let's move on to talking about shopping. When you go to a store, what do you say? You might ask, how much is this? Or, do you have this in a different size? These questions are simple, but very useful. You can also say, I'm just looking. Thank you. If you don't need help, let's try a short practice. I'll say a sentence. Then you repeat. Excuse me. How much is this? Do you have this in blue? Can I try this on? I'm just looking. Thank you. Great job. These are common shopping phrases. Now, imagine this short conversation. You are in a clothing store. The salesperson says, Hello, can I help you? You reply, I'm just looking, thank you. After a while, you ask, Excuse me, how much is this shirt? The salesperson says, It's $20. You say, Thank you. Can I try it on? They say, Of course. The fitting room is over there. You say, Thanks. Now, let's practice this dialogue together. With me. Another part of daily life is ordering food at a restaurant. Let's practice a simple restaurant conversation. The waiter says, Hello, welcome. Here is the menu. You say, Thank you. After a moment, they ask, Are you ready to order? You say, Yes, I'll have the chicken sandwich, please. They say, Would you like anything to drink? You say, Yes, a glass of water, please. They reply, All right. Your food will be ready soon. You say, Thank you. This is a simple restaurant conversation you can practice every day. Now, let's repeat this. Dialogue slowly, together. I'll say a line, then pause for you to repeat. Hello, welcome. Here is the menu. Thank you. Are you ready to order? Yes. I'll have the chicken sandwich, please. Would you like anything to drink? Yes. A glass of water, please. All right. Your food will be ready soon. Thank you. Excellent. Practicing like this builds real confidence. For real life, let's talk about greetings and goodbyes. Saying hello and goodbye is something we do every day. Simple greetings are hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And when you leave, you can say goodbye. See you later. Have a nice day. Take care. See you tomorrow. Let's practice these together now. Repeat after me. Hi. Good morning. See you later. Take care. Have a nice day. Wonderful. These phrases are small, but they help you sound friendly and natural. Now, imagine a short meeting with a friend. You see your friend and say, Hi, how are you? They say, I'm good. How about you? You say, I'm fine, thanks. "What are you up to?" They say, "Just shopping a little. You?" You reply, "I'm going to meet a friend for lunch." They say, "Nice. Well, see you later." You say, "See you? Have a good day." This is a friendly, simple conversation. You can practice often. Now, let's practice giving directions. Imagine someone asks you, "How do I get to the bus station?" You can answer, "Go straight and turn left at the traffic light," or "It's next to the supermarket." These simple direction sentences are very useful. Let's practice a few. Together, go straight, turn right at the ATIS, corner. It's on your left. It's across from the bank. It's near the park. Great job. Let's try a short dialogue about asking for directions. The stranger says, "Excuse me, where is the post office?" You say, "It's 2 blocks from here. Go straight and turn right." They say, "Thank you very much." You say, "You're welcome." Practicing this makes you feel ready when someone asks you in real life. Let's take a moment to practice pronunciation. A good way is to listen and repeat slowly. Let's try some useful daily words. I'll say them slowly and you repeat after me. Morning, breakfast, bus, work, lunch, afternoon, dinner, evening, shopping, goodbye, great. Now, try saying them again, but a little faster. Now, let's practice making polite requests. In English, we often say, "Can I?" or "Could you?" to sound polite. For example, "Can I have a glass of water?" or "Could you help me with this?" Let's try together. "Can I have a pen, please?" "Could you open the door, please?" "Can I sit here?" "Could you pass me the salt?" These polite sentences help in everyday life. Let's practice a short, polite conversation. You are in a cafe. You say, "Can I have a coffee, please?" The staff says, "Of course. Anything else?" You say, "No. That's all. Thank you." They say, "You're welcome." Simple and polite. Practice makes it easy to speak naturally like this. Let's talk about small talk topics. When you meet someone new, you often talk about simple things, like the weather, your plans, or where you're from. For example, "It's a nice day today." "It's a bit cold, isn't it?" "What do you do for work?" "Are you from around here?" Let's practice these sentences together. "It's a beautiful day today." "Do you live nearby?" "What do you do?" "How long have you lived here?" Great. These simple questions help start conversations. Let's imagine you meet someone at a party. You say, "Hi, I'm Sarah. What's your name?" They say, "I'm Mark. Nice to meet you." You say, "Nice to meet you too. Where are you from?" They say, "I'm from Canada." You? You say, "I'm from the US." Then they say, "How do you like the party?" You say, "It's fun. I'm having a good time." These simple conversations happen all the time, and they're good for practice. Let's now practice asking for help. You can say, "Excuse me, can you help me?" Or, "Could you show me how to do this?" These polite ways make it easier to ask for help. Let's try some examples. "Excuse me, could you help me find this book?" "Can you show me where the bus stop is?" "Could you explain this to me, please?" Now, repeat them after me. You're doing so well. Keep practicing with me, and remember to speak out loud every time. It really helps. Now, let's try combining everything we've learned into a simple daily conversation. Imagine it's Monday morning, and you meet a colleague at work. You say, "Good morning." They say, "Good morning. How was your weekend?" You say, "It was good, thanks. How about you?" They say, "Pretty good. Did you do anything fun?" You say, "Yes, I went to the park with my family." They say, "That sounds nice." You say, "Yeah, it was great. Well, I'll see you later." They say, "See you." This kind of small talk happens every day, and practicing it makes you ready. Let's take a moment to practice common questions we ask in daily conversations. These are questions you can use with friends, coworkers, or even strangers. In a friendly way, let's try a few together. Repeat after me. How are you today? What are you doing this weekend? Do you live around here? Have you been here before? Do you come here often? Very nice. These are simple but very useful questions that help start a friendly conversation. Let's imagine a small conversation using these questions. You meet someone at a cafe. You say, "Hi, do you come here often?" They say, "Yes, I come here every weekend." You say, "Oh, that's nice. What's your favorite drink here?" They say, "I like their iced coffee." You say, "I'll try that next time. Thanks." Practicing dialogues like this helps you feel more confident and ready for real-life situations. Now, let's talk about expressing your feelings and opinions. In English, it's good to share how you feel or what you think, even in simple ways. For example, you can say, "I like this movie." "I don't like spicy food." "I think it's a great idea." "I feel happy today." Let's repeat these together. I like this song. I don't like cold weather. I think this is interesting. I feel tired today. Saying how you feel makes your conversation more natural. Let's practice a short example. You meet a friend, and they ask, "How was your weekend?" You say, "It was great. I went hiking." They say, "Oh, do you like hiking?" You say, "Yes, I love it. It makes me feel relaxed." They say, "That's nice." You say, "What about you? What did you do?" They say, "I stayed home and watched movies." This kind of sharing makes simple conversations more interesting. Let's try practicing shadowing again. I'll say a full short paragraph. Then you repeat after me. Yesterday, I went to the park with my family. We walked around, had a picnic, and played games. It was a really fun day. I felt happy and relaxed. I love spending time outside with my family. Now, try saying the same paragraph again in your own words. You can change park to beach, or shopping mall, or change family to friends. This practice helps you become flexible. In speaking English, let's talk now about making suggestions and invitations. These are very useful. In daily conversations, you can say, "Let's go for a walk. Why don't we have lunch together? Do you want to join us? Would you like to come with me?" Let's practice saying these together. "Let's grab a coffee. Why don't we watch a movie? Do you want to join us for dinner? Would you like to come to the party?" Saying these naturally helps you sound friendly and polite. Let's try a short dialogue with suggestions. You say, "Hi, are you free this weekend?" Your friend says, "Yes, I am." You say, "Why don't we go to the movies?" They say, "That sounds great. What time?" You say, "Let's go in the afternoon." They say, "Perfect. See you then?" This is a simple way to invite someone and make a plan together. Now, let's talk about apologizing and thanking people. These are very important in daily life. Simple phrases like, "I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Thank you. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it." These are polite and show good manners. Let's practice them together. "I'm sorry I'm late. Excuse me. Can you help me?" "Thank you for your help. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it." These words are small but powerful in everyday conversations. Let's practice a short scene about apologizing. You arrive late to a meeting. You say, "I'm sorry I'm late." The other person says, "That's okay. Did you get stuck in traffic?" You say, "Yes, the traffic was really bad." They say, "No problem. Let's start now." You say, "Thank you for understanding. Practicing this helps you feel more comfortable when these situations happen in real life." Let's now practice asking about time and schedules. You can say, "What time is it? When does the bus leave? What time do you open? What time should I be there?" Repeat after me. What time is it? When does the bus leave? What time do you open? What time should I be there? These are useful questions for everyday situations. Here's a short practice dialogue. You ask, "What time is the meeting?" Your coworker says, "It's at 2 p.m. You say, "Thank you. Should I bring anything?" They say, "Just your notebook." You say, "Okay, see you at 2. This helps you prepare for simple work conversations. Let's now practice expressing needs and wants. You can say, "I need some help. I want a cup of coffee. I need to finish this work. I want to buy a new phone." Let's say them together. "I need to go now. I want a sandwich. Please. I need help with this. I want to learn more English." Great job. Let's make a short practice with this. You say, "I need to buy a gift." Your friend says, "What kind of gift?" You say, "I want to buy a book." They say, "That's a good idea." You say, "Yes. I hope they will like it." Simple conversations like this make you feel more natural. In English, let's now talk about talking on the phone. When you answer a phone call, you can say, "Hello, this is Sarah. Hi, can I speak to John? Sorry, he's not here right now. Can I leave a message?" Let's practice. "Hello, this is Sarah. Hi, can I speak to John? Sorry, he's not here right now. Can I leave a message?" Very good. Let's try a short phone call example. You answer, "Hello, this is Sarah." The other person says, "Hi, can I speak to John?" You say, "Sorry, he's not here right now." They say, "Oh, can I leave a message?" You say, "Of course. Please go ahead." They say, "Please tell him. I'll call back later." You say, "Sure. I'll let him know." Practicing phone conversations helps You feel more confident when speaking with someone you don't see. You're doing a great job. Remember, you don't have to speak fast. Just speak clearly and with confidence. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. They help you learn and grow. Keep speaking out loud every day. Let's take some time now to practice making offers and responding politely. In daily life, you often want to offer something or respond when someone offers something to you. For example, you can say, "Would you like some coffee?" Or, "Can I help you with that?" And when someone offers you something, you can reply, "Yes, please, thank you." Or, "No, thank you. I'm fine." Let's practice these together. Would you like some tea? Yes, please, thank you. Can I help you carry that? No, thank you, I'm fine. These polite offers and responses make conversations friendly and natural. Let's imagine a short dialogue where you offer something to a friend. You say, "Would you like some water?" They say, "Yes, please, thank you." You say, "Here you go." They say, "Thanks." These little moments of offering and thanking happen all the time, and practicing them will make you sound more comfortable in English. Now, let's talk about asking for permission. When you want to do something, it's polite to ask. You can say, "Can I open the window?" Or, "May I sit here?" These are simple ways to ask for permission. Let's practice together. Can I borrow this pen? May I use your phone? Can I sit here? May I come in? These polite questions are good for school, work, or even when meeting new people. Let's try a short permission dialogue. You're in a library. You say, "Excuse me, may I sit here?" The other person says, "Sure, go ahead." You say, "Thank you." This is a polite and simple way to speak in public places. Let's now practice giving advice or suggestions. You can say, "You should try this." "I think you should rest. Why don't you see a doctor?" These are polite ways to give advice. Let's say them together. You should drink more water. I think you should take a break. Why don't you ask your teacher? You could try studying with a friend. Giving advice politely is a great way to show care for others. Let's imagine a short advice conversation. Your friend says, "I feel very tired." You say, "You should get some rest." They say, "Yes, I think so too." You say, "Maybe drink some tea and relax." They say, "Good idea, thanks." Practicing advice helps you sound helpful and kind in conversations. Let's now talk about expressing likes and dislikes more naturally. You can say, "I really like this." "I don't really like that." "I love it." "I'm not a big fan of it." Let's practice them together. "I really like this song." "I don't really like spicy food." "I love going to the beach." "I'm not a big fan of cold weather." Expressing your feelings honestly makes your conversations lively and real. Let's practice a short conversation about likes and dislikes. Your friend says, "Do you like this movie?" You say, "Yes, I really like it." They say, "I'm not a big fan of it." You say, "That's okay. We all have different tastes." Being able to express your likes and dislikes politely is a great skill. In English, conversation. Let's now work on confirming information and asking for clarification. Sometimes you need to make sure you understood something right. You can say, "Did you say? So you mean? Let me check if I understand. Can you say that again?" Let's practice these together. Did you say tomorrow at 2? So, you mean we should meet here? Let me check if I understand this right. Can you say that again, please? These questions help you feel sure about what you hear. Let's imagine a short dialogue for clarification. Your friend says, "Let's meet at 3. You say, "Did you say 3 o'clock?" They say, "Yes, 3 o'clock." You say, "Okay, see you then." It's always good to check if you're not sure, and it shows you're a careful listener. Now, let's practice making appointments and plans. You can say, "Let's meet tomorrow." How about Friday? What time works for you? Where shall we meet? Let's practice them together. Let's meet tomorrow at noon. How about Friday at 5 p.m.? What time works for you? Where shall we meet? These phrases help you make plans easily. Let's try a short dialogue about making plans. You say, "Let's meet on Saturday." Your friend says, "Okay, what time?" You say, "How about 3 in the afternoon?" They say, "That works for me." You say, "Great. See you then." This kind of simple planning practice helps you sound clear and friendly. Let's take a moment to review using everyday expressions of time. You can say, "This morning," "this afternoon," "tonight," "tomorrow," "yesterday," "last week," "next month." Let's say them together. I saw her this morning. I have a meeting this afternoon. We're going out tonight. I'm visiting my family tomorrow. I met him yesterday. We talked last week. I'll see you next month. Using these words makes your sentences clear and natural. Let's now talk about expressing abilities and possibilities. You can say, "I can speak a little English. I can't drive yet. I could try. It might rain today. I may not be free tomorrow. Let's practice together. I can cook pasta. I can't swim. I could help you with that. It might snow tonight. I may not be home later." Using can, could, might, and may helps you talk about what is possible. Let's imagine a short conversation about abilities. Your friend says, "Can you play the guitar?" You say, "I can play a little." They say, "That's cool. I can't play at all." You say, "I could teach you sometime." These kinds of friendly talks happen often, so practicing them helps. You're doing really well. The more you speak out loud, the better you'll become. Remember, practice makes progress, not perfection. So, relax and enjoy the learning. Let's practice talking about the weather. Now, this is a very common topic. When making small talk, you can say, "It's sunny today. It looks like it might rain. It's really hot this afternoon. It's a bit chilly this morning." These short sentences are great conversation starters. Let's say them together. It's sunny today. It looks like it might rain. It's really hot this afternoon. It's a bit chilly this morning. These kinds of sentences are useful every day. Let's imagine a short conversation about the weather. You say, "It's really warm today, isn't it?" Your friend says, "Yes, it feels like summer." You say, "I hope it doesn't rain later." They say, "Me too. I forgot my umbrella." Simple, friendly weather talk is a great way to start conversations or fill in quiet moments. Now, let's practice describing your daily routine. You can use simple sentences like, "I wake up at 7. I brush my teeth and take a shower. I eat breakfast around 8. I go to work at 9. I have lunch at noon. I come home at 6. I go to bed at 10. Let's say them together now. I wake up at 7. I brush my teeth and take a shower. I eat breakfast around 8. I go to work at 9. I have lunch at noon. I come home at 6. I go to bed at 10. Practicing these sentences helps you feel confident talking about your daily life. Let's practice a short paragraph about your day. Repeat after me. I usually wake up at 7 in the morning. I brush my teeth and take a shower. After that, I eat breakfast and get ready for work. I leave home at 8:30 and take the bus to work. I work until 5 o'clock and then come back home. In the bros in the present chansambo. Evening, I have dinner, watch television, and relax. Great. Now, try making your own version with your times and activities. Let's now talk about expressing future plans. You can use going to or will to talk about the future. For example, I'm going to visit my friend tomorrow. I will call you later. We're going to have a party next week. She will be here at 6. Let's say them together. I'm going to visit my friend tomorrow. I will call you later. We're going to have a party next week. She will be here at 6. These future sentences help you talk about plans and ideas. Let's try a short future plan. Dialogue. You say, "What are you doing this weekend?" Your friend says, "I'm going to visit my family." You say, "That sounds nice. I will probably stay home and relax." Your friend says, "Enjoy your weekend." You say, "You too." This is a very common way people talk about their plans. Let's practice asking and answering questions about hobbies. You can say, "What do you like to do in your free time?" "I like reading books. I enjoy watching movies. I love cooking. I'm interested in painting." Let's practice together. What do you like to do in your free time? "I like reading books. I enjoy watching movies. I love cooking. I'm interested in painting." These sentences help you talk about your hobbies and interests. Let's imagine a short hobby conversation. You say, "What do you like to do on weekends?" Your friend says, "I enjoy going for a walk in the park." You say, "That's nice. I like reading at home." They say, "That sounds relaxing." You say, "Yes, it helps me unwind after a long week." This kind of small talk helps you connect with people. Let's talk a little about pronunciation practice now. A good way is to listen to a sentence and repeat it slowly, then say it a bit faster. Let's try with some daily Expressions. Repeat after me slowly. Good morning. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. See you later. Have a nice day. Now, let's try them again, a little faster. Good morning. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. See you later. Have a nice day. Practicing like this helps you speak more naturally over time. Let's now practice talking about places in town. You can say, where is the supermarket? The bank is next to the post office. The pharmacy is across from the cafe. The library is near the park. Let's say them together. Where is the supermarket? The bank is next to the post office. The pharmacy is across from the cafe. The library is near the park. These sentences are great for asking directions or describing places. Let's imagine a short dialogue about places. You say, excuse me, where is the nearest supermarket? The person says, it's just around the corner, next to the bank. You say, thank you very much. They say, you're welcome. These quick practice dialogues help you get used to speaking confidently. Let's now practice common expressions of agreement and disagreement. You can say, I agree. That's right. I think so too. I'm not sure about that. I don't think so. Let's say them together. I agree. That's right. I think so too. I'm not sure about that. I don't think so. These phrases help you express your opinion politely in conversations. Let's imagine a short conversation with agreement and disagreement. You say, I think learning English is fun. Your friend says, I agree, it's interesting. You say, but it's also hard sometimes. They say, that's right. Practice makes it easier. You say, I think so too. Simple and friendly conversations like this help you build your speaking skills. You're making great progress. Every time you practice like this, you're building your confidence. Remember, it's okay to speak slowly, and it's okay to repeat. The most important thing is to enjoy learning and not worry about making mistakes. You are improving every time you speak. Let's take a few minutes now to practice talking about feelings and emotions. It's important to express how you feel in simple ways. You can say, I'm happy today. I feel a bit tired. I'm excited about the trip. I'm worried about my test. I'm really surprised. Let's practice them together. I'm happy today. I feel a bit tired. I'm excited about the trip. I'm worried about my test. I'm really surprised. These short sentences help you connect with people in everyday conversations. Let's try a short feelings conversation. You say, Hi, how are you feeling today? Your friend says, I'm a bit tired, but good. You say, I'm feeling happy because it's Friday. They say, that's great. Any plans for the weekend? You say, yes. I'm going to meet some friends. These natural conversations help you sound friendly and relaxed. Now, let's practice talking about health. You can say, I don't feel well. I have a headache. I caught a cold. I need to see a doctor. Let's repeat together. I don't feel well. I have a headache. I caught a cold. I need to see a doctor. Knowing these expressions is helpful when you're not feeling your best. Let's try a short dialogue about health. Your friend says, "You don't look well. Are you okay?" You say, "I have a little headache." They say, "You should rest." You say, "Yes, I think I will, thanks." Practicing this helps you feel ready, if you ever need, to explain how you feel. Let's move on to talking about transportation. You can say, "I take the bus to work. I usually drive to school. I walk when the weather is nice. I ride my bike on weekends." Let's say them together. I take the bus to work. I usually drive to school. I walk when the weather is nice. I ride my bike on weekends. These sentences are useful when you talk about your daily life. Let's imagine a short transportation conversation. You ask, "How do you get to work?" Your friend says, "I usually take the train." You say, "Oh, is it crowded?" They say, "Sometimes, but it's fast." You say, "I take the bus. It's a bit slow, but I don't mind." These short exchanges are common when you meet people. Now, let's practice using there is and there are for describing places. You can say, "There is a bank near my house. There are 2 parks in my neighborhood. There is a good restaurant downtown. There are many shops on this street." Let's repeat together. There is a bank near my house. There are 2 parks in my neighborhood. There is a good restaurant downtown. There are many shops on this street. These phrases help you describe places naturally. Let's try a short dialogue using there is and there are. Your friend says, "Is there a supermarket nearby?" You say, "Yes, there is one on the next street." They say, "Are there any good restaurants around here?" You say, "Yes, there are a few near the park." These simple answers make your English sound natural and clear. Now, let's review some useful expressions for shopping. Again, you can say, "How much does this cost? Can I try this on? Do you have this in a smaller size?" "I'll take it." Let's say them together. How much does this cost? Can I try this on? Do you have this in a smaller size? I'll take it. Practicing these often will make you more confident in shopping situations. Let's practice a short shopping conversation. You say, "Excuse me, how much is this jacket?" The shop assistant says, "It's $50. You say, "Do you have it in a medium?" They say, "Yes, here you go." You say, "Thank you, I'll take it." They say, "You're welcome. Good job." Shopping is a great way to practice English with real people. Now, let's practice making small, daily conversations a bit longer. You can start with a greeting, add a question, give a little information, and then say goodbye. Let me show you how. You say, "Hi, how are you?" Your friend says, "I'm good, thanks. And you?" You say, "I'm fine. Are you busy today?" They say, "A little. I have some work to do." You say, "I see. Well, have a good day." They say, "You too. See you later." Practicing longer conversations helps you speak naturally without feeling nervous. Let's now take a moment to talk about confidence. Speaking English every day builds confidence. You don't have to speak fast or use big words. Just speak. Often, use the words you know and try to add new ones slowly. Don't worry if you make mistakes. Every mistake is a step forward. Confidence comes from trying again and again. And I believe you can do it. Let's now practice with a simple self-introduction. This is something you can use in many situations. Repeat after me. Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm from the United States. I'm an English teacher. I love helping people learn English. In my free time, I enjoy reading and traveling. Now, try to say it again, but change the details to match your life. Your name, where you're from, your job, and your hobbies. Self-introductions are a great way to start conversations. Let's practice a short introduction dialogue. You say, "Hi, I'm Sarah. What's your name?" The other person says, "Hi, I'm Mike. Nice to meet you." You say, "Nice to meet you too. Where are you from?" They say, "I'm from Canada." You say, "Oh, I've always wanted to visit Canada." They say, "You should. It's beautiful." These introductions help you meet new people easily. Finally, let's practice a friendly goodbye conversation. You say, "It was nice talking to you." Your friend says, "Yes, nice talking to you too." You say, "Let's catch up again soon." They say, "Sure, have a great day." You say, "You too. Bye." Ending conversations politely leaves a good impression. Before we finish, let me remind you of something important. You are doing a great job. You've spent this time practicing English with me, and every word you speak brings you closer to fluency. Don't stop now. Keep practicing. Every day, even just a few minutes a day, makes a big difference. Over time, I know, sometimes learning a new language feels hard. Maybe you feel shy or afraid of making mistakes. But remember, making mistakes is part of learning. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. Every time you listen, every time you speak, you are improving, step by step. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I hope you enjoyed practicing English together. Remember, you can come back to this video anytime you want to practice again. And if you want more videos like this, I'd love to see you back here. So, if you liked this practice session, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Talk English Now. I'm Sarah, and I'm here to help you grow your confidence in speaking English every single day. See you next time, and happy learning.